Alrighty, we got a general overview on Valiant Comics a little while ago as a publication and a little bit of information about their universe and how it works. So let us take a look at a Valiant Comics character. Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from Legacy Comics, and today I'll be explaining the origin of Valiant Comics Bloodshot. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to tell me that you are enjoying the content on this channel. If you want more Valiant, comment down below and make sure to leave a like. Valiant Entertainment has recently introduced that they are creating their own cinematic universe, and Bloodshot will be one of the first heroes to make an appearance. He will be played by Vin Diesel, so I thought it would be fitting to make a origin video for Bloodshot. Bloodshot was created by Kevin Van Hook, Don Perlin, and Bob Layton during a popular wave of Valiant comics. The character's name was suggested by David Klistek, and the character's first appearance was at 3 panels at the end of Eternal Warriors issue 4, before making his first appearance in Rai issue 0 in 1992, which took place a week later. The first version of Bloodshot that appeared was named Angelo Mortali. Bloodshot was formerly a soldier in the US. He was subjected to some experiments that would give him the following powers: regeneration, metamorphing, advanced physiology, strength, speed, etc., and an extent of invulnerability and technomancy. How did these experiments give him these powers, you might ask? Well, through nanites. They injected nanites into his bloodstream. They wiped his brain multiple times as they did, which was normal for these experiments. We know that there wasn't just one Bloodshot that had to endure the struggles. Many others had the same powers, although they might have been considered inferior. We have seen many similar Bloodshot characters throughout the years. Like stated earlier, he got his mind wiped, and this is pivotal to the character because one of his struggles that makes him interesting for trying to discover who he really is, and get revenge for those who destroyed him and made him this way. Bloodshot's whole body is filled with billions of nanites active in his bloodstream, which enables him to act as a cyborg and perform his powers effectively. Like a big old dummy dum-dum, I forgot to tell you the name of Mr. Bloodshot. Ray Garrison is his name, but the origins of Bloodshot and the experiments to create the super soldiers started with Project Rising Spirits to create the ultimate soldier. The program had been active for decades, and notably in the depths of World War II. The first set of super soldiers were crudely enhanced and were expendable foot soldiers, most often only suitable for simple tasks and scenarios. Despite the lack of enhancements, these subjects were able to complete high-intensity missions regardless of rigorous obstacles. As time progressed, these results ensured that the Bloodshot program was consistently earmarked for future improvements and more experiments as they continued to break new ground. With new experiments also came the evolution of technology. Notably from the 70s to 90s, nanotechnology got an overhaul. Bloodshot soldiers could be made stronger and better suited for warfare with new assets such as artificial intelligence systems that allowed him and them to be deployed in a wider array of battlefield situations, counterintelligence, espionage missions, etc. While Bloodshot was self-aware to a degree, the cyborgs were still far too dangerous as they intended to inflict unacceptably high levels of collateral damage. Eventually, we meet Project Rising Spirit scientist Dr. Emmanuel Kurik in 2007, who learned of his boss's intentions to change the Bloodshot program to a different area, the kidnap of rare psionically enhanced children called Psiots. Kurik left Project Rising Spirits and joined Toyo Harada's Harbinger Foundation, thereafter trying to destroy Project Rising Spirits. A pretty distant few years pass. Bloodshot gets caught by Kurik, and he forces and extracts information about Project Rising Spirits. Kurik's intent was to exploit and expose them for their true intentions. The process, however, unlocks all of Bloodshot's false memories, which had been used to motivate him in war zones throughout the world all at once. Project Rising Spirits tries to capture Garrison after his encounter with Kurik because they believe he has gone rogue, but he is able to evade capture with a female named Cara Murphy, an ambulance driver. But after a little bit of time to contemplate, he returns to Project Rising Spirits to learn who he is. Kurik tells Ray that there is a secret base of Project Rising Spirits that housed Psiots called the Nursery. He has an encounter with the nursery's jailer, Chainsaw, but nonetheless he frees all the children. Along the way, this sets off many of events leading up and encompassing Harbinger Wars. Confronted by Toyo Harada in the aftermath of Project Rising Spirits, Bloodshot's capacity for free will is overridden by the Harada Protocol, a piece of hidden Project Rising Spirits programming that compels him to terminate Harada, because Project Rising Spirits doesn't want the Harbinger Foundation to have the intel that uses Bloodshot to their advantage. A vicious battle ensues, which leaves Harada seriously wounded, and Bloodshot with a lessened nanite count, which can be pretty detrimental. In the end of Harbinger Wars, Bloodshot again falls into Harada's hands and spends weeks as a prisoner to the Harbinger Foundation. During this time, Harada subjects Bloodshot to cruel and painful experiments as he attempts to solve the secret behind the incredibly rare nanites in Bloodshot's bloodstream. It's kind of strange how Keurig left Project Rising Spirit because of their cruel practices, but then also joins Harbinger Foundation, which does cruel practices. Okay, anyway, Project Rising Spirits quickly expedites a rescue led by Harbinger Active Resistance Division, or the Hard Corps. After storming Harada's El Segundo base, they successfully extract Bloodshot, who shortly thereafter accepts a spot on the Hard roster. Bloodshot is rewarded with a hard copy of the Project Rising Spirits file of his true identity. Bloodshot is deployed across the globe on various missions alongside the Hard Corps. In later stories, he gets married to a woman named Magic, got a dog that he nicknames Bloodhound, and he and his wife have a daughter named Jessie. Finally, let's further learn about his powers because of his nanites. He has a higher physiology than normal because of the nanites, which would include enhanced speed, enhanced endurance, agility, reflexes, senses, stamina, and significantly enhanced strength. Other abilities would include the ability to morph his physiology. He can use technomancy, which is controlling technology mobily. He can camouflage himself, sonic scream, and the fact that he is a crazy martial artist and spent significant time in the military also helps him along with his powers. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and share the video with your friends. Also, you can turn on that notification bell if you want to be alerted for the next time I make a video. Finally, make sure you put your questions and ideas and thoughts down in the comments below. This is Jeremy from Legacy Comics, signing out. See ya!